town. From the ground up, hear that sound. Revving where we hold the crown.
Depending on where you're watching this from, a good day, good evening, a good everything. Basically, where I am right now, it is currently 7 p.m. and we are about to watch a very interesting fixture, Germany versus Curacao. I will get the right pronunciations during the game, right? So as of now, please do not mind how I say these things. Just to recap on the games, the recent games that we streamed, that was the game between Qatar and Switzerland, which ended as a draw, a 1-1 draw for both teams. And there was also a very action-packed match between Brazil and Morocco that also ended at a 1-1 draw. A bit disappointing if you had to ask me, but nonetheless we move. There is Haiti and Scotland. Now this one was not as action-packed, but it had a lot of talking points. Firstly, I had a lot of complaints about the referee, and I felt like some of the decisions that were taken were kind of unjust, you know. But at the end of the day, Scotland ended up winning that match by 1 goal. Then the last game was an Australia versus Turkey game that unfortunately I couldn't finish. You know, I was unable to finish that game, but based on the statistics that I got, Australia, the favors were not with Australia for the rest of the game. Firstly, they had 8 shots with 4 of them being on target, while Turkey had 18 shots with 8 on target. Then unfortunately none of them was a goal. And also the possession, Australia was struggling at 28% possession throughout the whole game. Hence I'm saying this one, it seems like the odds were not really in favor of Turkey, but they were not in favor of Australia, not Turkey. Turkey had all the favor, but unfortunately they did the same thing that I saw from, you know, Haiti when it was playing. They ended up messing up those opportunities. So today we're going to be watching a game between Germany, and this is one of the games, one of the, you know, I speak a lot about experienced. Basically, I feel like players who kind of play for, you know, bigger teams, usually a team that has that amount of players always has an advantage when it comes to the World Cup. And with Germany, Germany is not an exception in this situation. They have some of the best players, so it means that they have the strength to win today's game. And if they don't, I don't know. There is Jamal Musiala, who is playing for Bayern. There is Florian Wirtz playing for Liverpool. There's also Kai Havertz playing for Arsenal, and also there is Joshua Kimmich playing for Bayern Munich, and there is Antonio Rudiger playing for Real Madrid. And there's also Manuel Neuer playing for Bayern Munich. So a team that has these key players, you know, it usually just stands to win, because a lot of players who are playing for the opposition, not a lot of them are playing for these big teams. Some of them are even playing for the academy, just like Taith Chong, who's playing for who is under the Manchester United academy. So there's just a lot going on today, but the favors are with Germany today. If you haven't voted for the team, please, this is the time for you to vote. You can vote by using the poll to to select the team that you think will most likely win. If you think Germany will win, you can do so. But if you think something else, something different, also do so. We are currently a minute into the game. We're currently a minute into the game. And as of the score, right, I think this is going to be one of those high scoring occasions. Germany with an early run inside of the box. Intercepted. Yeah, so as I was saying, this is going to be one of those high scoring occasions because this is Germany. You know, that's Germany. I feel like they also know that we are Germany and we can do it. They will score more goals. There will be a lot of goals into this game. If there are less goals, I don't know. But for me, my prediction would most likely be 3 goals throughout the whole game. 3 goals. I'm only saying 3, nothing more than 3. Nothing more than 3. So yeah, this is gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those. I think I will get the name, the right pronunciation throughout. I'll get the right pronunciation. Germany with a build up in the middle of the pitch. Place it to the right. Germany with a through ball. Germany with another through ball. But they ran into a very packed defense. The defense is saying, I don't know if I should say they are the Great Wall just yet, but I will just have to wait and see. CURACAO, Germany with an attack. A nice slide tackle there. A nice one. Nice one. This is exactly how defenders are supposed to attack, not the ones that take on each other. The referee says that it is going to be a free kick for Germany. That was a bit of foul play. But, you know, one thing I've realized about, I've been saying this ever since the World Cup anyways, there are a lot of times where I kind of feel like the decisions are a bit unreasonable. The free kicks. Right now, I just feel like as long as a person falls down, they will most likely grant the free kick. If somebody falls down, the referee will give away a free kick. CURACAO with a counter attack intercepted in the middle of the pitch. Germany says that there is no way. Germany with a through ball. Germany! Woo! Germany with a rebound. Germany again. Nah, this is the Great Wall. Germany! Woo! And the keeper is just standing there. He doesn't know what's happening. The keeper has no idea what's happening. Germany with an early lead. The keeper was not expecting that one. He did not even emotional damage. He was just sitting there. He was frozen in place. Germany with a lead early on into the game. That was a goal from Felix Meka. The goalkeeper was surprised. The goalkeeper does not know what is going on. He does not know what is going on. He doesn't even know where he is right now. It is like he did not know that they were playing football. He just woke up in the middle of the pitch. And it's like he just woke up. It was like he just woke up. Unfortunately, Germany takes the early lead. That was Felix Mecha early on into the game. 5 minutes in, Germany again, stopped by the not so great wall of CURACAO, and it is gonna be a it's not a corner kick, it's a goal kick for CURACAO. That was a right-footed shot from Felix Mecha, assisted by Florian Wirtz. 6 minutes into the game, Germany already leading. Goals like this kind of destroy emotions. That is the problem with alien goals like this. They destroy emotions. They destroy emotions. At this point, CURACAO does not know what to think. I think they are even considering to stop the game at this point. Like I mentioned in the beginning, it is gonna be a high scoring occasion because this is Germany. Germany with a build up on the left. Germany with a through ball. Germany again. Germany. Ooh. That was Mecha again. That was Mecha again. Missing by just an inch. The goalkeeper right now is saying that it seems like I'm the only one who's playing. Where are the other players? I'm betting that's the question that he's asking. Where is the defense? Why does it seem like it's only me against Germany? And that's the way that it's looking right now. It's looking like it is only the goalkeeper against Germany, with Germany hitting multiple attempts. CURACAO with a counter attack. CURACAO are facing a very hard match today, playing against Germany for their first ever World Cup game. The first time they play a World Cup match, they are faced with these giants. Germany, which is known for having some of the best players in the World Cup right now. A newbie in the World Cup. Germany with a run in the middle. Germany with a through ball intercepted. But Germany says that we are going to try again. Retains possession. Germany retains possession. Germany, right now, I just feel like they are just trying to kick without a reason. Germany with a build-up in the middle. The referee should call back. He says, no, I did not see anything, and he decides to let it go. He decides to let it go. The referee says, play on. Germany again. Is it gonna be a goal and it misses? It is off target. It is off target. And that was Musala for Germany. He is proving to be one of the that was Sani. Yes, that was Sani. That was not Musala. That was Sani saying that I also want to register my name. I also want to register my name. Germany retains possession again. Germany with a build-up on the left. Playing the ball back again. Germany with yet another build-up. Germany in the middle of the pitch. A beautiful cross from Germany. It just needed more power. Just needed more power, and it ends up being a fruitless. There was a try from Mesha again. This is the third try from Mesha ever since the beginning of the game. So if you believe that Germany will win, please do so by voting for Germany in the poll on the right hand side. But if you believe differently, you can also vote for the newest team in this World Cup. This is the first time that they are playing the World Cup. It's the first time that they are playing the World Cup. So there is a lot that they need to be proving today. There is a lot that they need to prove today. They are already under pressure. So as I've mentioned, that Germany is one of the most dangerous teams in this whole competition, because they have an all-stars team basically. A lot of their players are playing in the Champions League, and not only are they playing in the Champions League, they are also doing good in the Champions League. So they enter this match as one of the most dangerous sides to play against, especially for a smaller team like this that is only playing the World Cup for the first time ever. So already they have a lot to prove. They already have a lot to prove. But one thing about CURACAO is that they are they try when it comes to the defense, but the defense is not a problem for people who are playing in the Champions League. They are very creative. They know how to get through the defense. Germany again. Woo. A very close shot from Wits. A lot of attempts have been made by Germany so far. A lot of attempts have been made by Germany. I think it has been more than 4 attempts. More than 4 attempts. CURACAO tries to build up on the left, but it's looking like the team is not part of that whole strategy, because it is only one man against the whole Germany defense, and of course it doesn't reach anywhere. It ends up being a fruitless attempt. Germany plays the ball back to the keeper. Germany pushes CURACAO to the middle of the pitch, telling them that this match is supposed to be taking part in your half. Germany with a build-up on the right. Germany with a through ball. Germany inside of the penalty box. Intercepted, and it is saved by CURACAO. But will Germany let it go? CURACAO tries to do a counter-attack. Intercepted. Germany again with a build-up, but this time on the left. Germany says that this match is not gonna cross the center. It is supposed to be taking part on your side. It is supposed to be taking part on your side. It is CURACAO versus Germany. One Germany with an alien goal by Mesha. So CURACAO has been trying, but in terms of the possession also, it is mainly Germany. It seems like again we have yet another team that came to donate 3 points on a silver platter. But nonetheless, these are the newest players in the World Cup. It is going to be a bad memory for them. The first time they played a World Cup match, they were given a very strong opponent. While opponents like South Africa exist, they were given Germany. So that is going to be a very bad memory for them. They could have been given Germany, they could have been given Haiti. But unfortunately for them, they end up with Germany, who has a record to uphold. And it is going to be a throw in. It is going to be a throw in for, who is it for? There's going to be a throw in for CURACAO. As much as CURACAO is trying, I do not see any of their strikers when an attack is being built up. I only see one person. I do not see anybody else. I only see one person when an attack is being built up. Apart from that, I do not see anybody from that team trying to do anything. It seems like CURACAO only has 5 players, while Germany is playing with the complete squad. CURACAO have never reached the penalty box. They have never reached the penalty box, and it is 17 minutes in the game. We have been seeing Germany trying and trying, getting through, missing vital opportunities. And those opportunities were not saved by the keeper. They were not saved by the keeper. They were just off target. The keeper is still confused. He does not know what's happening. I'm pretty sure he's still asking himself questions based on what happened when the first goal was scored. He still feels like there was not a goal at all. But nonetheless, we move. CURACAO tries to build up on the right, but takes the ball straight outside. I think it is the nerves, but I do not blame them. They are playing against Germany. The way Germany is just having fun with the ball. A bad pass from Germany. Will CURACAO use it to build up a counter? CURACAO with a run on the left. CURACAO inside the penalty box. CURACAO with a cross, and it is not fruitless at all. Germany's CURACAO with a kick. Reminds me of the Springboks. Reminds me of rugby. And like I said, always, spiritually it's a goal, but physically it is nowhere near the posts. It is way high. That is just a football donation to the fans. But that is the nerves anyways. They are worried. They are scared. 19 minutes in, 1 Germany, 0 CURACAO. Germany again says that, I don't know who told you that we are gonna be playing on our side. The ball is supposed to be on your side. Germany with a run on the left. Germany with a cross, and it just misses a finishing header. It ends up to be a goal kick for CURACAO. 0 CURACAO, 1 Germany. That was Manuel Neuer, the oldest player so far for Germany. I think he's either the oldest player in the World Cup or the oldest Germany player. If you haven't voted, please vote by using the poll on your screen. I see 100% of the votes are with Germany. Somebody should at least donate a vote for CURACAO. At least let them not lose both the game and the votes. At least somebody, if you are watching and you haven't voted, please vote CURACAO with a build up. CURACAO fails to make it through, and it's a goal for CURACAO. The underdogs of the cup scores the first goal ever. This is the first World Cup goal for CURACAO. They said that who is losing the World Cup game? They score the first goal. A very beautiful, well-timed counter-attack from CURACAO ends at the back of the net. Germany is still in disbelief because they thought that, who is this? But I do not blame them. They have one of the oldest goalkeepers in the game. He is tired. He is tired. He is tired. This is a very special moment because it is the first Curaçao World Cup goal in history. This is the first time they score the goal because this is their first ever World Cup match. There was a shot from Livano Comenencia, yes, Livano, scoring the first goal, making the score level. Germany has been way too relaxed. They are still in disbelief. Curaçao with yet another build-up. Curaçao with a build-up. Curaçao, Germany says not again. The referee is supposed to say something, but unfortunately he's keeping quiet. There was a bit of foul play there. But the referee says it is not. And it was just inside the penalty box. The referee says it is not a foul. Let us play on. It is going to be a hydration break for the two teams, while the referee is also checking to see if there was a foul or not. A very special moment for Curaçao, scoring their first ever World Cup goal. Their first World Cup goal in history. Germany is still in belief at this point. It is a hydration break. It is still a hydration break. Germany does not believe what's happening. Germany, they are probably receiving a lecture from the technical team, saying that how are you gonna lose to such a small team? But unfortunately, football does not work that way. Will Germany fall to the underdogs of the World Cup? That's the question that I'm asking myself, but that's also the question that I'm also extending to anybody who is watching. Do you think Germany will fall to the underdogs of the 2026 World Cup, Curaçao, who are playing their first ever World Cup game, who just scored their first ever World Cup goal? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. At this point, Neuer hasn't kept a clean sheet in more than 10 years in the World Cup competition. So this on its own needs to be studied. I mentioned that he is a bit tired because he is one of the oldest players for Germany. He is tired. Curaçao said that we will not mess up this opportunity of cementing our name amongst the history books. They said no way we will come to the World Cup and fail to score. No way we'll come to the World Cup and fail to Germany. It does not matter the size of the dog we are fighting. We will come out victorious. Will Curaçao score yet another goal? That is the question at hand. But nonetheless, they have made history, scoring their first World Cup goal. Germany with a build-up in the middle. Germany with a pass on the right. It seems to be having a lot of power, but Germany says that we are gonna save it. Germany passing two defenders, but Germany wins a free kick nonetheless. They gonna give an opportunity to try and put it in. Basically, if you haven't voted for your team, please take this time to vote. Will Germany put it in? Will Germany put it in? This is equivalent to a corner. For me, it is equivalent to a corner. So will they put it in? That's the question. A header, and the keeper says not this time. He says not this time. Saves it. This is the first save from the goalkeeper so far. The keeper says not this time, and it is going to be a corner kick for Germany. It is going to be a corner kick for Germany. Germany with a corner kick. The keeper says not again. Saves it again. The keeper says it again. Germany with a run on the right. Germany with a through ball, but it seems like they are just way everywhere. So there is no way to pass the ball. The ball is just landing where it's not supposed to go. So they are. It is personally. Basically, not personally, it is basically like Germany is preventing its own success at this point. A lot of players inside of the box, they cannot see each other, they cannot see anybody else, but they win a corner kick. A header from Germany, but it misses. It's gonna be another corner kick. There's a throw in for Germany. Ever since CURACAO scored the goal, Germany has been operating on a very different energy. They've been operating on a very different energy. It's like they're only realizing now that football is the most unpredictable sport ever. They are only realizing now that they can actually lose to such a smaller team. So somehow it is messing with their mentality. Germany with a kick. Blocked. Taras Pavlic tries to score, but the defense says that you are not getting through us that easily, and it ends up to be a corner for CURACAO, for Germany. It ends up to be a corner for Germany. Germany are now under pressure as if it is the beginning of the game. 30 minutes in, a lot has been happening ever since the game started. The way CURACAO is just holding their fort, it's crazy. It seems like this is a completely different team. CURACAO with a counter attack, intercepted. Germany makes a very bad decision. Very bad decision to not put too much power on the ball. But nonetheless, the defense says that we are here. Do not worry. Whatever happens, we will soldier on together as a team. Germany with a build-up. Right now, it's kind of looking like CURACAO just switched into a completely different team. The whole gameplay switched, especially the defense. They are not letting Germany through. Germany is struggling right now to get through. Germany is struggling to get through. Germany with a through ball intercepted. CURACAO tries to build a counter attack. They need they need to have more speed than that in order to make that counter attack. Germany with a through ball. Germany again with a rebound, but CURACAO says not again. You are never gonna score, not on our watch. And they block that attempt from Germany to lead again. They say not on my watch. No ways. A very big it just needed one last kick, but CURACAO says that right now we are too focused. We are watching each and every single move. It is like we have the gift of telekinesis. We can tell before you can do it. So they've been blocking every attempt. Germany needs to be very creative if they need to make a change in the scoreline. Germany with a run on the left. Germany, they need to pass the ball. Germany inside the penalty box, but the defenders from CURACAO are already here. Germany with a cross, but it misses and it ends up as a goal kick for CURACAO. Right now, what I'm seeing from CURACAO, they're saying that there is no way we will allow you to do as you please inside our penalty box. There's no way we will allow you to do as you please inside our penalty box. We are here to make history. A few players on the Germany side are preparing to get in. I feel like it is very early for players to be preparing to get in. It is almost half time. Seems like Germany is feeling the pressure. Germany is really feeling the pressure from CURACAO right now. They came into this game as, I feel like they came into the game with that pride of saying that we are Germany. The only problem with that is that once a team scores, the whole momentum dies out and it affects the whole gameplay. I think that's the situation that Germany is currently going through right now, because the Germany that was here the first 20 minutes of the game before the goal, this is the different Germany that we are seeing. CURACAO with a through ball. They need to find somebody to pass the ball to. CURACAO needs more people to pass the ball to. CURACAO with a run in the middle. And again, it seems like they are playing rugby, playing the ball way too high. Playing the ball way too high. A 1 Germany, 1 CURACAO. It is currently a draw. 100% of the votes are with Germany. If you haven't voted, this is your moment to do so. Beat by beat, CURACAO is pushing the game outside of their side, saying that this pitch has two halves, so it doesn't have to only be on one side. So beat by beat, they are pushing the game towards the side of Germany. Germany struggles to get through the great wall of CURACAO. Germany forced to play the ball back. Germany with a through ball. CURACAO says that this wall, Germany inside the penalty box. But again, Curacao says that the way this wall was built is not in a way that it will not allow anything to come through. Germany is witnessing that. Curacao, which is a team that is carrying the history of a whole nation right now. Corner kick for Germany. Corner kick for Germany. It is inside. The second goal from Germany. Germany says that we are not on your level. Let me show you my talent. That's Germany saying, let me show you my talent. And they show Curacao their talent of scoring. 2 Germany, 1 Curacao. Germany says that, let me show you my talent. Let me show you who I am. And it is 2 Germany, 1 Curacao. That comes from a corner kick. That comes from a corner kick. There was a goal from Nico Schlotterbeck. That is Nico Schlotterbeck. Says that we will not be competing with a smaller team like you. Let us show you the World Cup experience that we carry in action. And Germany is back in the lead 38 minutes into the game. And it's gonna be a free kick for Curacao. The team that was level with Germany just a few minutes ago is now forced to trail behind Germany. Forced to trail behind Germany. To Germany, 1 Curacao just a few minutes before halftime. 3 goals in the first half already. Germany with a run. The referee gives a free kick to Germany. It says there was foul play. There was foul play, and it is a foul for awarded to Germany. A free kick awarded to Germany in a very critical position. Germany. Curacao needs to find ways to build this counter attacks. Germany with an attack, but the ball goes to nobody. The ball goes to nobody, and it's gonna be a goal kick for Curacao. For a team that's playing its first World Cup, Curacao is really proving to be a worthy opponent. So far, what I'm seeing is that the defense is on point. Curacao's defense is already on point. Germany is gonna need to be very creative to get through that defense. Although they have done it once, they can still do it again. But it's not gonna be that easy. It's not gonna be that easy. They can still do it, but it's not gonna be that easy this time around, even though they have found the back of the net twice. Germany with a run in the middle, Germany inside the penalty box, and that's too much power on the pass. That's too much power on the pass. It could have been something, but it was too much power on the pass. So at the end of the day, it ends up being a goal kick for Curacao. Curacao says that let us try again. Curacao with a run on the right. Curacao with a run on the right, but they put too much power, and it ends with the goalkeeper. It ends with a goalkeeper. Curacao with a build-up on the left. A run on the left. Curacao trying to get inside the penalty box. Too many touches, and it ends up being fruitless. Germany with a run on the left. But the defense says that, do not worry, I am here, I am with you. Germany with a run on the left. Too much power, and it is going to be a corner kick for Germany. Now remember that Germany was able to score through a set piece situation. The question is, will they be able to do it again? But I believe that Curacao also saw that the danger in the set piece situations, and they should be intensifying their defense at this point. Germany with a corner kick. Too much power on the corner kick, and I think it is going to be another corner for Germany. But there was just too much power on the kick to a point that it could have been better. Too much power on the kick. Seems like Germany is really dangerous when it comes to headers. Another opportunity for Germany. Corner kick again. Curacao to the defense. Curacao knows how to defend. The only problem is that they are failing to build up counter attacks from their saves. Germany inside of the penalty box. Germany again retains possession again. Yay! Curacao with the defense, stopping 3 shots consecutively from Germany. Stopping 3 consecutive strikes from Germany. 3 consecutive strikes. Saying that there's no way you are getting through this great wall of Curacao. No way you are getting through. Blocking each and every single attempt from Germany to score the 3rd goal. 4 minutes of added time right now. It is almost half time. Germany again with a run on the right. Germany with a through ball. Curacao says that the Great Wall is here. The Great Wall is here and no opportunity to pass through. There's no way you are going through us. Yes, this is one of my problems with Curacao, but Curacao with a build-up to a counter-attack. They are failing to build up to this counter-attacks properly. Curacao with a run. They are failing to build up this counter attacks properly, and that shot was the weakest shot I've ever seen so far. The weakest strike I've ever seen so far. It just needed a bit of power. It could have been something memorable, but unfortunately he didn't have time to put in power because of the pressure. Germany tries to build a run on the right. CURACAO needs, they need to build their counters. Right now they are okay with defending. They're okay, no problems with defending, but they need to build up their counters, because it looks like all of this defending is just for nothing. Germany, is it a penalty? It's gonna be a penalty for Germany. It is gonna be a penalty for Germany. Is it gonna be a penalty? That's the question. Looks like it might just be the penalty for Germany. And a measure was fouled inside of the penalty box. The referee says that, let us give you a penalty. It is going to be a penalty for Germany. There's going to be a penalty. Is it gonna be a goal? And it's gonna be a goal, or will the keeper make it a nightmare for Germany? And that is the question. Let us see. What is it gonna be? That is my question right now. Germany. And it is an easy one. And it is an easy one for Germany. It is an easy one for Germany. It is 3 Germany, 1 Curaçao, suffering a very painful defeat just a few minutes before the whistle of the halftime. Germany breaking. There was breaking the whole spirit of Curaçao. They thought that they could stand Germany, but Germany says that no. When the game started, I predicted that it might be a 3-0 occasion. Like personally, I said that it was gonna just be three goals in this whole occasion. But what I'm seeing so far, what I'm seeing so far, it is really not making sure. When I started, I said, I thought it was gonna be a 3-0 scoring occasion. But Germany is saying that 3 is only for the first half. We are gonna go 3 for the first half. We are gonna score only 3 for the first half. We are not gonna score 3 the whole game. 3 only in the first half. We are more than that. So Germany is proving to be a very dangerous team to play against. But I still mention that it is unfortunate for Curaçao to play against Germany, mainly because Curaçao, they are the underdogs. Their first World Cup match. They have a World Cup goal. Yes, that counts for something, but unfortunately, it's not gonna look so good, the fact that they lost. And we know that there's gonna be a lot more goals after this. There's gonna be a lot more goals. We are still waiting for more goals. So it is very unfortunate for Curaçao fighting against such an opponent. It is not looking good for them. It is not looking good for them. The rest of the first half, it was a Germany game. Germany scored early on. That was even before the 10th minute. I think it was even before 5 minutes. It was around 5 to 6 minutes. They scored the first goal of the day, and then afterwards, Curaçao equalized at around 20 minutes, if I'm not wrong. And after that, it seemed like the game just changed somehow. It seemed like the goal just changed. It looked like it had resetted. Curaçao was attacking. Curaçao was, making attempts to get through. Germany was struggling to reach the penalty box. And all of a sudden, we see the second goal from a corner kick. And after the second goal, it looks like Curaçao started losing. They just started losing it, basically. And that led to the mess up, because this was a mess up. I feel like maybe if he wouldn't have fouled, if he wouldn't have caused a foul that led to the penalty, maybe they could have saved the ball. Because one thing I see about the Curaçaoan team, I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but one thing I see about Curaçao is the fact that they have great defense. Great defense is what they have, but the only problem is that they are just struggling. They are just struggling to initiate counter attacks. I feel like they need runners. When they make counter attacks, when they initiate counter attacks, it just ends before you can even reach the penalty box. So also, I feel like the team is a bit scattered, so they need to find a way to get through to Germany. I feel like each and every single time there is a person attacking, he's basically alone. He's basically just attacking alone, and nobody else is there to try and help him out. So I feel like that is one of the problems that they are going through. But if they can fix that issue of being all over the place, if they can fix that issue of attacking with only one striker, then they can maybe try to score a goal. But winning against Germany is not gonna be that easy. Winning against Germany is not gonna be that easy. It's gonna be very difficult to win a game against Germany, because like I said, they are one of the strongest, not only strongest, most experienced team in the World Cup. They have some of the best experienced players who are currently playing the Champions League. So they have the Champions League All Stars. It is not gonna be easy for anybody to beat such a team. So that is my 2 cents from the first half of the game. And as of possession, it is a bit obvious. As of possession is a bit obvious. It is a bit obvious. But nonetheless, they tried, nonetheless, they tried. Nonetheless, they tried their best. I think they tried their best. But unfortunately, their best is just not enough. Unfortunately. For this occasion, their best is just not enough. So as we are waiting for the seconds, but I will be back in less than 2 minutes. Actually, I will be back in less than 2 minutes so that I can make sure that we are live on all our platforms at this point.
From Lagos streets to the global stage, we thrive. Every clip, every story, we keep the dream alive. Shout out to the
fire non-stop. From Jersey to Lagos, we dey sit on top. Lock drum now, make the whole place rock. Pray, pray, we know if you flow.
If you had to ask me what is happening so far, it's kind of crazy in a sense that we saw the game changed in like each and every single 10 minutes. There was a goal. So early on in the game, we saw Germany scoring their first goal. Secondly, we saw the underdogs. And the reason I'm saying they are the underdogs, for those who just joined, is that this is the first time we see CURACAO playing a World Cup match. We saw the underdogs register their first ever World Cup goal. Unfortunately, Germany was like, there's no way we will allow such an inexperienced team, basically, in terms of the World Cup. I believe that, you know, they felt like there's no way we are going to let an inexperienced team give us a problem. So, you know, they scored the second goal and then they scored the third goal. So right now, as we are sitting, Germany is currently in the lead, leading by 2 goals. It is currently 3-1, which is crazy because it is only the first it is basically the first half of the game. It is only 3-1 in the first half of the game, so we are waiting to see what is gonna be happening. Unfortunately, I cannot accept you know, anything else on TikTok because I am not focused on TikTok. I'm multi-streaming at this point. We are currently live on Twitch and on YouTube, so I cannot accept anything that will direct my focus to only one platform. I need to be able to handle all the platforms, you understand? So unfortunately, I cannot accept any invitations for anything. Cannot accept any invitations for anything. When the game started, I made a very bold prediction of saying that I think it is most likely going to be a 3-0. Actually, not even a 3-0. I thought that it was just going to be a 3-goal occasion, meaning that I believe that they're just going to be 3 goals in this whole game. But unfortunately, Germany said that it is only the first half we will score 3. So at this point, I am worried. at this point I am a bit worried because I do not know what to expect from Germany. Them having scored this many goals in only the first half, I do not know. I do not know. But also one thing that I will keep props to is Curacao with their defense. And they've been pretty impressive ever since the beginning of the game. They had been blocking multiple attempts from Germany to get through. If it wasn't of their strong defense, I feel like at this point Germany could have scored even more goals, but they've just been blocking each and every single attempt from Curacao ever since the beginning of the first half. Even though they managed to get a few through, a lot of times they just managed to block them. So right now it has become very difficult for Germany to get through, but also on the other hand it is also very difficult for Curacao to get through and get a goal across. They are struggling to get a goal across. They are struggling to build up a momentum to a very powerful counter attack. So whenever they build up, they end up not even reaching the penalty box. It doesn't get through. It doesn't really get through. So I've seen a problem. I think one of the problems that I have is the fact that when they build a counter attack, it is usually just one attacker. So they need to, I don't know how they need to handle that situation, but I feel like if they can have, you know, more people on the counter attack, maybe two people, you know, one person who runs with the ball and another who positions himself strategically so they could make it work. They've had a couple of opportunities to initiate great counter attacks, but all of them always end up the same way. It ends with Germany. So right now Germany retains 70% of possession, Curacao only 29%, and they have had only 4 shots while Germany had 16, and 6 of those 16 shots are on target while Curacao only has 2 shots on target. It is a nice thing that one of those shots that was on target came through. They are kicking the ball way above the post. That is one big of a problem that I've seen with them. They need to tone it down a bit. They are reminding me of, I think it was Australia. It was playing the same way, and it was also Haiti that was also doing the same thing. So they need to tone it down. If they can utilize those opportunities, I'm not saying they could win. What I'm just saying is that they can try to not lose miserably. Winning is a bit of a dream at this point. We have 10% of the voters. I think we have the first person who voted for Curacao. If you haven't voted using the poll, please click the poll to vote for the team that you think will most likely win. It is nice to see that we have a single person who believes in Curacao. A lot of the people that have voted have been just saying Germany. So it is nice to see that we have somebody who is not afraid of risks, showing the support for Curacao in public. So at this point, we are waiting for the second half to continue so that we can watch the second half of the game and see how many goals Germany will score. And as I was saying, I am not saying that Curacao can beat Germany, but I'm just saying that they can kind of reduce the intensity of the win. They can kind of tone it down a bit, because at this point it is becoming embarrassing. It is becoming embarrassing. They need to make sure that they concede less goals, because right now I think USA is the team that has scored a lot of goals in a match. I think they currently hold the record for that right now. As it stands, no team has won by the score that the USA won with. So it seems like Germany is saying that today we are gonna take that record back. So it seems like that's what they are trying to achieve today. They're trying to score, more goals. There's not a single team other than the USA that has passed, 4 goals. A lot of them just end on 3. A lot of them, it's usually 2-1, 3-2, 1-0, 1-1, and so on and so on. But Germany today is saying that we are gonna break the USA record of a lot of goals scored so far. So I think they are looking at the statistic of becoming the first team to score this much goals in a single match in this World Cup competition. And unfortunately, it is happening against the underdogs of the World Cup, which is Curacao. Playing their first World Cup match, they had to play against Germany. They had to suffer against Germany. This is crazy football. Hello, crazy football. How are you? Are you proper? Are you good? Are you proper? Are you good? Is it crazy football? Yes, I think it's crazy football. I need to stop this from happening. I need to stop this from happening. Guys, as I was saying, I cannot accept to co-host anything on TikTok. I cannot accept to do anything if it's a match, if it's a co-host, if it's I cannot do any of that at this point, because I am currently Germany with the 4th goal. Germany with the 4th goal. As I'm still talking about the USA record of a lot of goals scored in a single match, Germany is saying that today we are gonna take that record. We are gonna be the first team to score so many goals in one match. As I was talking that I am worried about Curacao. I don't know what to expect with them suffering, so conceding so much goals. It's a problem. 3 goals in the first half. It hasn't even been 2 minutes into half time, and yet Germany says that we are gonna score the 4th goal. So it is currently 4 Germany, 1 Curacao. The underdogs of the World Cup. It is gonna be a bad memory for them, their first World Cup game. Why did they have to play against Germany? Why did they have to play against Germany? That is probably the question that they're gonna be asking themselves for a pretty long time. At this point, it is clear. At this point, it is clear, it is obvious, and it is also sad for Curacao. That was a goal from Musala. Scoring the 4th goal earlier on into the game, just 2 minutes in the second half. Moments like this are, moments that you should just pack and just go make peace with everything that is happening. Pack your bags and just leave. Because one thing I know, they are already affected emotionally. They're already affected emotionally. It is going to be very difficult to continue with this match. And it seems like Germany is preparing to make changes. I see a couple of players preparing to go in on the sidelines. 4 Germany, 1 Curacao. 48 minutes into the game. 48 minutes into the game, and it is pretty obvious that Germany will most likely score even more goals. It is not the end. It is not the end. It is not the end. Germany with a build-up on the left. Curacao says that let us try and reinstate our Great Wall. But it is pretty too late for Curacao to be trying to build up the Great Wall of Curacao. That Great Wall will not help them at this point. Curacao tries, but they fail building up. Honestly, they fail with building up their counter attacks. They can defend, yes, 100%. Their defense is proper, but when it comes to building up on top of that, it is a problem. I think they do not have runners. They do not have people who are fast. Thank you so much, Tandy Ledo, for the like. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Germany. That was Measure, the man who scored the first goal, trying to register yet another one. Trying to register just another one. The keeper saved that one with a deflection. It is the first time in a very long time that a deflection saves the keeper. But apart from that, he was not aware of what was happening. Germany inside of the penalty box. Played back because of pressure of the defense. Germany is forced to play the ball back. Germany, and the referee says it is going to be a foul awarded to Germany. Germany inside of the penalty box, and it ends up as a goal kick. It ends up as a goal kick. Germany needs to, I don't know. They're just initiating too many touches inside of the box. Too many touches. There are a lot of times where I felt like they could have kicked the ball. You know, they could have kicked, but they just initiate too many touches, and at the end of the day, it ends up as a goal kick. A throw in for CURACAO. CURACAO fails again to build up a counter attack for Germany. 1 CURACAO, 51 minutes into the game. CURACAO with a run on the right. What is it gonna be? Is it gonna be something fruitful? But they fail with speed. But the referee says that was foul play. That was foul play, and he awards a free kick to CURACAO. CURACAO is struggling to run. They cannot run. My problem, they cannot run. They're struggling a lot to run. Once they can find a way, because speed is not on their side. They need to find a creative way to get through. Once they can find that, they will be good. And by good, I do not say they will win. That's not what I'm saying when I'm saying by good. I think maybe they can reduce this impact. CURACAO with a through ball, cut short inside of the box. The referee is awarding a free kick to CURACAO. I don't know what the reason behind that is. What is going on with the referees? What are they seeing that we cannot see? Because it seems like there's just a lot that they see that we cannot see. And just an update on the voters. 91% of the people that have voted are saying Germany, with only 9% saying that CURACAO. If you haven't voted for the team that you think will most likely win, you can do so by either selecting the team that you think will win on the poll, or by commenting with the team that you are going with. Today it is a match between CURACAO and Germany. It is currently 4-1 in favor of Germany. Germany inside of the penalty box. The Great Wall of CURACAO says that you rather take a corner. You rather take a corner, not a goal, and they award a corner kick to Germany. But we know that there is a goal that came from a corner kick. Germany plays it short. The Great Wall says bring the ball back. We have the goalkeeper in the center of the pitch. Neuer in the center of the pitch. What is he doing? That's pretty risky. Germany. Woo. And then the Great Wall says not this time. Germany with another attempt, and it seems like they are not playing football, but rather they are playing a very famous sport in South Africa called rugby. We saw Neuer trying to act very dangerous there, which was a very risky thing to do, seeing the keeper in the middle of the pitch. But nonetheless, it paid off because he was initiating a defense. The problem with scoring a lot of goals is this situation. People just start getting sloppy. People just start doing unnecessary risks. But that's what I'm seeing from Germany so far. What is the keeper doing in the middle of the pitch while the defenders are also there? Germany with a beautiful through ball, but it ends on the Great Wall of CURACAO. That is the defense of CURACAO. That is the nickname. The referee says that that's a bit too much. CURACAO tries to build, but the passes are the problem. The passes are the problem. At this point, the morale is down, the spirit is down, we understand, but it is not an excuse to be making such crazy passes. Crazy passes that are not even targeted at anybody. They cannot find each other in this pitch. It is the pressure from Germany. CURACAO plays it very risky, giving the ball to the keeper. A slow ball to the keeper of that. Germany with an attack. Germany with a build-up on the right. Germany is starting to behave like the game is theirs, which at this point it is, but anything can still happen. Only one goal will put them under a lot of pressure, because if Curaçao was to score a goal, they will be under pressure. So at this point, they should stop playing like they've already won and at least score one goal so that they can now relax. Right now, it seems like Germany is just playing, wasting time, playing with the ball. Germany with a build-up on the left. The Great Wall takes the ball. The Great Wall of Curaçao. They don't have speed. They do not have speed. They do not have speed. My problem. They do not have speed. They need to be able to get speed. They are failing to. They are not fast. They are not fast. That is my problem at this point. No speed whatsoever. They are not fast. A lot of opportunities to create counter-attacks, but the speed is just not on their side. Speed is not on their side, and it's not looking good for them. 56 minutes in, having conceded 4 goals in just 56 minutes. Not looking good. But I know that Germany will most likely score other goals or another goal, because there's still a lot of time left for them to do so. So it is most likely what they are going to do. They will most probably score another goal or other goals. Right now, Germany with a through ball on the right. But Germany should know by now that there's no way that they're going to be getting through the Great Wall of Curaçao that easily, despite them having scored 4 goals. But I feel like the defense is a bit solid. 4 goals is contradicting that, but it is a bit solid. Curaçao with a save. Curaçao tries to build a counter-attack. A run on the left. A run on the left, but it is a bit delayed because there has already a regroup of Germany defenders, so there is no way of getting through that. Germany says that at this point you're just running for nothing. You're just running for nothing. They block each and every single attempt from Curaçao to try and get through. They are struggling at this point to get through. With a 58 minutes in, 4 Germany, 1 Curaçao. The only goal that they have ever scored in a World Cup competition, it is only 1. They're not gonna make it 2 for the sake of history books. They're gonna score 1. This is not looking good for them, honestly. But there are still a couple of games left, because this is their World Cup opener, so there are still a couple of games left. Germany with a through ball, and it ends straight in the hands of the keeper. The keeper says that bring it here, bring it home, and he saves that ball. It had a bit of power, but on top of that, it was also gonna be an offside. The way it's looking, it was gonna be an offside, but it had too much power nonetheless. Right now, I believe that Curaçao is asking themselves one question. They are wondering, why are we playing against Germany? Why not South Africa at least? Germany was supposed to play against Mexico. I think Germany was supposed to be playing against Mexico at least. We weren't supposed to be playing against Mexico. We were supposed to play against Curaçao. This is like the team that we can handle. Right now, there's just a mismatch. South Africa, Zambia, South Korea, there's just a lot of mismatch. And Mexico, it's too much. We could have been given Curaçao at least. We could have been given Paraguay. Could have been given Haiti. Why not group us in that order? Why give us such teams? Right now, a team that's supposed to be our opponent is playing against a very dangerous team. They are losing by 4-1. I'm just saying, if they could have given us Curaçao, we could have at least had a win. They should group these teams that are dangerous as one. They should group these dangerous teams as one. The likes of Portugal, the likes of Spain, the likes of Brazil, they should be in the same group, these teams. They are not supposed to be sharing groups with the likes of South Africa. It is too much. That's basically limiting any opportunities of these teams to make it anywhere in this competition. It's basically that. They are limiting our opportunities to making it anywhere, so they need to group us accordingly. We are not happy. We want to be grouped accordingly. We could have beat Curaçao. Could have beat Haiti, you know, but nonetheless, Curaçao with a free kick outside of the box, a header, but it's just over the post. The keeper does not even have to do anything, even though he tried to make it a corner, but nonetheless, it is gonna be a goal kick for Germany. It was a very perfectly timed header, but it had a lot of a bit of misdirection there. Germany with a build up on the left. Germany with a counter attack. Germany! Woo! What is Sunny doing? Sunny, what are you doing? How can you miss that goal? That one was... Sunny. What is Sunny doing? Missing that one. That one was supposed to be a goal, but unfortunately, Sunny said that they have scored enough, so they're not gonna be putting any more goals in. If you haven't voted for the team that you think will win, please vote using the poll. 91% of the voters are saying Germany, only 9% are saying Curaçao. And if you haven't followed us, if you haven't joined the channel by subscribing, this is an opportunity for you to do so. We go live whenever there is a match on all the platforms, more especially on YouTube. Also, if you're watching us on any other platform, if you're watching us on Twitch, yeah, please go to YouTube. We will be focusing on YouTube only very soon. There is a change on the side there by Germany. A substitution. Musala are going out. One of the most promising player here in this game. One of the players who had been very vital to the current scoring for Danis Undav. And there's also a change on the side of Curaçao. That's Locadia going out for Margarita. Margarita coming in. Curaçao tries to get through. Curaçao with a through ball, but the problem again is that they do not have enough people to handle these attacks. They do not have runners. Curaçao with a run on their left. Curaçao almost inside of the penalty box, but they say let us play the ball back for our own safety. But Germany says that, what safety are you talking about? This ball is ours. Curaçao takes the ball back. Curaçao with a build up on the right. They play the ball back again because, like I said, they do not have anybody to give the ball to, so they are struggling to find each other in this game. Curaçao with a through ball ends in the boot of Germany. The referee is gonna issue a card. Is he gonna issue a card? It's gonna issue a free kick to CURACAO, but is it gonna be a yellow card? Or it's not gonna be a yellow card, at least. "65 minutes in for Germany, 1 CURACAO. A free kick for CURACAO. CURACAO with a free kick. CURACAO with a kick. It is a goal. Yes. It is a goal for CURACAO. What is the referee saying? What is the referee saying? What is the referee saying? Ref, what are you saying? Ref, what is going on? This is definitely an offside. Definitely an offside. Damn. It is an offside. Unfortunately, 0 goals for CURACAO. Found offside. But they tried nonetheless. It means that they can still make an impact into this game. They can still change things around. Cannot win, yes, but they can still make an impact today. Germany with an attack in the middle. Germany with a through ball intercepted by CURACAO. CURACAO tries to initiate a counter attack, but as I've mentioned, they do not have runners. They do not have the speed to finish these counter attacks, and at the end of the day, it ends with the defense. Germany with a run on the right. Germany with a run in the middle. Plays it back. Plays it on the right. Germany with a run on the left. Germany with a run on the left. A through ball by Germany, and it is the 5th goal of the day. Germany is just having fun with this at this point. 5 Germany, 1 CURACAO. It is bad for these boys. They are not having a good day today. A bit of emotional damage to the underdogs of the World Cup.
Emotional damage.
It is not looking good, and that is a goal from Nathaniel Brown. And this comes a few minutes after CURACAO scored through. After they scored through what is this? Yeah, an offside. You used a wrong flag for. Which flag is it, Jack? I did not even notice, because let me just check. I thought I used the right flag. Which one is this? Oh, it is Belgium. Yeah, you are right. You are right. 100% right. I think this is Belgium. This is Belgium. I got fooled by the colors, so I had to, that was mainly because of the colors. But I'm gonna make it right very soon. I did not even realize. I thought I used the correct flag. Thank you so much for pointing that out. Thank you so much for pointing that out. I did not even notice the difference. I didn't. So let me just make sure that I update it. The colors are the same. It is just the lines. Yes. Thank you so much, Jack, for pointing that out. I didn't realize that it was a wrong flag. Thank you so much for pointing that out. 5 Germany at this point, 1 CURACAO. Almost 70 minutes in. Thank you so much, Tandy Do. Thank you so much for liking. You have been the person that have been liking this live stream, so thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for all the likes. I see you. Yes. So yeah, I didn't know. I didn't realize. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jack. Thank you. Me, I saw the colors and I thought it is the right one. I saw the colors and I just thought it's the right one. But yes, nonetheless, Germany 5, Curacao 1. A very, like I'm gonna say this a lot, a very bad way to start the World Cup journey. A very bad way. They're gonna be remembered as the team who lost 5-1 in their first World Cup game. It's not looking good for them. And it is only 70 minutes. There's about 20 minutes left, and we know that Germany will find yet another goal. Curacao fails to. They fail to. My problem is that they fail to attack. They are not strong when it comes to attacking. They can defend, yes, but there's just not much that you can do if you base your whole gameplay around defending. It really becomes a problem. It really becomes a problem. Let me just check the statistics of this as we are still at cooling a break. I want to check the statistics as we are still at the cooling a break. Germany has 68% of possession, while Curacao only has 32. Germany has made a total of 23. Yes, I almost said 32. They've made a total of 23 total shots, with 9 of those being on target. They have had 48 touches in the opposition's box, and they have created 5 big chances and missed only 2. On the other side, Curacao has 6 total shots with only 2 being on target, one of them being a goal, of course. Only 6 touches in the opposition's box. Germany has 48 touches in the opposition's box. Curacao only has 6 touches in the opposition's box. 0 big chances created, therefore 0 big chances missed. So the whole game has been taking place in the side of Curacao. We see Germany trying to make yet another change. Yet another change from Germany. 2 substitutions. 2 substitutions from Germany. That's Jonathan Tah going out for Goretzka, and that's Nico Schotterbeck going out for Antonio, and there's also the last one, that's Nathaniel Brown, the guy who scored the recent goal for Germany, going out for David Rom. 73 minutes in. At this point, it is pretty obvious that there's no way that Curacao will do anything differently. Everybody can see that it is as good as done at this point. But nonetheless, the game continues. Germany, I feel like sometimes they should kind of give players an option to stop the game and award the 3 points to the team that they're playing against, because sometimes I feel like it's pointless to continue playing when things are like this. Because you are continuing playing, it's like you are making things even more worse. The more you continue to play, it's like the more things get worse. 3-1 was okay, they could have dealt with that. Now it is 5-1 and it is not even the end of the game. So I feel like they should just usually give them a chance to say, if you feel like you cannot continue, you need to go with your dignity. You can opt out. That's an option that I feel like they should create. But nonetheless, what good would it be? Because a lot of teams would opt out in the beginning. But this is purely embarrassing. This is purely embarrassing. Curacao with a run on the right. But the problem again shows itself whenever they try to build up a counter attack. It is usually just one person, and he does not have anybody to give the ball to. Again, it is that same situation. It is only one person. He does not have anybody to pass the ball to. So that is the problem with Curacao. They are playing defense right now. They're just playing defense. CURACAO with a counter. CURACAO with a run on the left. CURACAO with a kick. A misses by just an inch. A very close one. This is the closest they've been ever since the beginning of this. This is the closest they've been. Close, a very close one. A very close strike. But strikes do not count as goals. Unfortunately, it is still 5-1. It is still 5-1 right now. 75 minutes into the game. 15 minutes left until the end of this embarrassing fixture against Germany and CURACAO, the underdogs of the 2026 World Cup, playing their first World Cup match against Germany. Germany with a run. Germany inside the penalty box. Germany misses a header and it lands in the hands of the goalkeeper. Lands straight in the hands of the goalkeeper, which is one of the players who has been having a lot of action ever since the beginning of the game. He has been working overtime. Today he has been working overtime in this game. Germany with a build-up. Germany with a build-up, plays it to the left. Germany with a build-up on the left. Germany with a build-up on the left. Germany with a through ball to the left-hand side. Germany inside the penalty box. And a strike from Germany. It is another goal, and it seems like it is an own goal. Ooh. Seems like it is an own goal. Is it an own goal? It seems like an own goal because there was a striker in the middle. Oh. Why didn't he do anything? Why didn't he do anything? He had an opportunity to take the ball out, right? He had an opportunity to kick the ball out, but unfortunately he didn't. He could have just defended. The defender was just standing there. He was just standing there. Just standing there. Could have saved the ball. He's just standing there. I think it is most definitely an own goal. It is definitely an own goal, this one. As an own goal. Or am I wrong? It looks like an own goal. Germany is doing too much. Germany is doing too much. And they're still trying to score even more goals. This is doing too much right now. Germany with a build-up again. Germany. At this point, this is no longer the Great Wall. It is no longer the Great Wall. It is the collapsed wall of CURACAO. This is the collapsed wall of CURACAO. It is no longer the Great Wall of CURACAO. It is rather the collapsed wall of CURACAO. Germany broke that defense, demolished that defense. They have found their 6th goal so far. 79 minutes in. 79 minutes in. Germany has already scored 6 goals. What more can they do from here? Germany with a build-up on the right. The problem here is that CURACAO does not have, they do not have I don't know. They do not have attackers. I don't know what their attackers are doing, but unfortunately, not a very good job. Not a very good job. It is always one person attacking. Hence, with Germany, you can tell that the whole group, a bunch of strikers, they attack together. It is usually just one person. They don't have anywhere to pass the ball or nothing. Nowhere to pass the ball to. So it's gonna be unfortunate for them. Germany with another run on the right. Germany with a run on the right. And it is gonna be a corner kick for Germany. It is bad. It is not looking good. I'm pretty sure at this point they just cannot wait for this whole game to end so that they can go home. At this point, they cannot wait until it ends. They just want the whole game to end. Couple of substitutions from both the teams, both Germany and CURACAO right now, making last minute changes. But at this point, there is no way of redeeming CURACAO. It is already done. It is finished. Whatever they are planning on doing, it will not change the outcomes of the game. But one thing they can do is to try and die with honor. That is the only option that they are faced with at this point. They can try dying with honor by at least trying to score a goal. But it seems like it is going to be a very bad day for CURACAO. It is going to be a very bad day for them today. But they tried their best nonetheless. They tried. They are playing against an all-star team. They tried. They are playing against Premier League experience. So, and they do not have that. So they tried. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. Could have been worse. CURACAO with an attempt goes outside. That was Joshua Kimmich going out for Anton, and that was also Strong going out for Castana for CURACAO. And my pronunciations will be far from perfect. These names are in languages that I do not know, but I'm gonna try my best. As I've mentioned, a corner kick for CURACAO. Germany with a powerful header. CURACAO retains possession, but as usual, we know that they will fail to get through the defense. Germany takes possession. Germany tries to build a counter attack. Germany with a run on the left, plays it back. Germany with an attack. 84 minutes in. Germany with a through ball. Germany with a powerful strike that ends in the hands of the goalkeeper. In the hands of the goalkeeper. One Curacao. Six Germany. 6 goals from 6 different players. Germany retains possession again. The collapsed wall of Curacao says that whether we are collapsed or not, we are still here. Curacao with a counter attack, but the issue of the speed kills them, and it ends up. What is the referee saying? You know, one of the, I see this guy is painting his face blue. That's one of the things that I'm always afraid of when it comes to football. I get very concerned when I see this. Going to the stadium, wearing too much of the colors of a team that ends up losing, painting your face blue and all of that. That has to be embarrassing, especially at the end of the game. At the end of the game, I feel like, you know, some of this are a bit of an overkill. So a t-shirt alone it's more than enough. A t-shirt alone is more than enough, because if all odds fail, then you can just take off the t-shirt and move in peace. Eighty-seven minutes in, 6 Curacao, 6 Germany, 1 Curacao. At this point, Germany is dominating with everything: possession, goals, attempts. They're just dominating with everything at this point. Curacao tries to build up. Germany forces them to play the ball back. An interception from Germany. Germany with a counter attack, and this one is as good as a goal. Ooh. 7th goal from Germany. Number 7. 7th goal from Germany. Seventh goal from Germany. It is becoming not just embarrassing, it is becoming a mockery for. It is becoming a mockery. Germany is mocking Curacao at this point. Germany is mocking Curacao. 7 Germany, 1 Curacao. It is becoming very embarrassing to be a fan of Curacao. That's why I was saying, you know, sometimes you don't even have to do, you know, being a super fan is okay, but painting your face is a bit of an overkill. Look at what's happening right now. We have people who have painted their faces blue. They're gonna have to go through the crowd in that way. At least when it comes to South Africa, we always know how to make excuses. As South Africans, we are very good at excuses. Whether we lost or won, we will always feel good because we know how to make excuses. I'm worried about the other nations. I do not think they have that capability that we have. With South Africans, we can never allow a bad day to ruin our mood. We know how to speak for ourselves. Know how to speak for ourselves. But now it would be a better option to just pack up and go home. It would be just a good idea to just pack up and go home. For CURACAO, there's no point of continuing. There's no point of continuing at this point. And there's no reason to continue. They've already lost, they know. They've already lost, they know. 5 minutes of edit time. That was the second goal from Havertz, who scored late in the first half, scoring again late in the second half, extending the lead to 7. This is the worst score so far. So this is the worst score so far. There's no team that has lost like this. There's no team that has lost like this before. There's never been a team that lost by 7 so far in the World Cup. CURACAO becomes the first team to suffer this devastating score. 4 minutes left on the clock. CURACAO tries to build up an attack, but as usual, they are forced to play the ball back because they cannot find each other. They cannot even get inside the opposition's box. There's gonna be a throw-in for CURACAO. They are trying all they can, trying all their best to reduce the lead. They've been trying all their best the whole game. They've been trying all their best the whole game, nonetheless. They've been I don't know what's wrong with TikTok. I think from now on I'm just gonna stay out of TikTok. Firstly, I'm not allowed to stream using my camera. Secondly, there's just a lot of things that are happening with this live. So I think this is most definitely gonna be my last live from TikTok. Firstly, I'm not comfortable streaming through my phone like this, but they are forcing me to stream through my phone. Secondly, there's just a lot that I have to do. You know, there's just a lot going on. So I think this is definitely going to be my last live stream on TikTok. From now on, I'm just going to focus on Facebook. Not only Facebook, Gemini with an attack, Gemini with a run on the center. I'm going to focus on Twitch and YouTube right now only. YouTube and Twitch, those are going to be my only platforms. I'm just gonna focus on trying to get 60,000 subscribers. Gemini inside the penalty box. Yes, I'm just gonna focus on trying to reach 60,000 subscribers. I think I've reached a point where I don't think I can still continue trying to pursue this whole thing with TikTok. I can't. With this live streams, it is a problem. It is becoming very problematic. It's becoming very problematic for me. I cannot do it. I cannot do it. But unfortunately, nonetheless, 7 Gemini, 1 CURACAO. A free kick for Gemini outside of the box. A free kick for Gemini outside of the box. At this point, these boys are tired, embarrassed. They have mixed feelings at this point. Gemini takes the free kick. Gemini with a free kick. Germany fails to finish and it ends up outside. They failed to finish, but at this point we cannot blame them. They are already in the lead. It is as good as their game. 5 minutes has elapsed and it is the end of the game between Germany and CURACAO. A very devastating scoreline. A very embarrassing loss for CURACAO for their first match of the World Cup. Losing this battle, a very bad one for them. But they have a couple of more chances to try and redeem themselves if they can. You know, they have opportunities to do that if they can. They do not have any other choice. The good thing is that they did manage to score a goal, so that is also going to be a record in their history. Basically, they scored a goal in their first ever World Cup match, so whoever scored that goal will always be remembered for that performance. But that sums the end of today's game between CURACAO and Germany. I am gonna prepare for the upcoming live stream. I think it is gonna start very soon if it hasn't started. I need to check. I need to check the next game. The next game, yeah, it hasn't started. It will start at in an hour from now on, so I need to get ready for that stream. And there is a match between Netherlands and Japan. But just a quick announcement, as I've been saying, this is gonna be my last TikTok live stream, mainly because of the restrictions that I'm getting from TikTok. I do not have a problem with TikTok, but I'm just being forced to stream without my setup, forced to stream without my microphone, forced to stream without my camera. So that's not something that I feel like I can continue doing. So I am just going to be focusing on Twitch and on YouTube. Thank you so much to everybody that has voted. Thank you so much to everybody that has watched. Remember that we go live 30 minutes before the game. So whenever there is a game, 30 minutes before, we are already live. And with that said, I will be live at exactly half past 9 South African time, right? South African time. I know that the people who are watching, some of them are not even from South Africa, but in 30 minutes from now, that's the most important thing. 30 minutes before the game, I will be live. So each and every single time, whenever there is a game, 30 minutes before, please pull through, please bring the energy, please bring your predictions, and be ready to have a conversation while the game goes on. Do not be afraid to comment. Do not be afraid to argue. I need that whole energy. As usual, from myself, my name is Sonalena Imarumolo. The E stands for everything exciting. If it's exciting, do not hesitate to hit me up. Till next time, this is a peace. So I'm going to end now.